This is the story of the Second World War when Soviet Union's attack on Poland. After that they take many people as prisoners. Among them, there is an army officer his name is Giannis. There are many allegations against him. To put up and sign the paper. Speak, but he refuses then and there. The officer sitting there tells him to put it inside. Bring a lady there. The officer asks, "Are you this? Do you know the man?" She says, "Yes, this is mine." He is the husband and asks Yanif, "If you accept this," then he says, "Yes. This is my wife." After that the officer. He asks his wife about it. "And what do you know?" Then she says that this. Hate the Communist Party and it. They spy in other countries. Giannis feels very sad to hear this, but he knows that he is forced after this statement. Giannis was sentenced to 20 years in 1940. Is given and sent to a prison in Siberia. I am sent to this jail built in such a place. From where even if someone accidentally runs away, if he tries, the only result will be death. Because it is only several kilometers away from here. There is forest and snow after reaching jail. All the new prisoners with Giannis. An officer there tells everyone that only. This prison is not only your prison but the whole area here is a jail for you people. Because here for several thousand kilometers. There is only forest and snow and nature never stops. But there is no mercy, and the officer says that. Even if nature has mercy on you, the local people here are the ones who will kill you. Will give because every prisoner here has so much. Anonymous that keeps you from killing anyone. Won't happen after he eats food. If you stand in line, there is a grows old, and when he takes his food. If there is a loaf of bread from his hand then. The piece falls, and then another. The old man pounces on him, but he steps on him. Giannis picks up his piece and sees this. He is staying, and he is giving his food to that old man. Gives away someone else's food. Now I was trying to pick up whose. He is trying to pick up food. The old man says, "Do you want to die here? Do you want to survive here on half rations?" After this another man comes to Giannis. Asks him, "How old are you?" Giannis says he has been sentenced to 20 years. Nush asks her, "How old are you?" When the punishment is given, then the man says 10 years. Nush asks him why that man speaks. That I was an actor, and I played a role in a film. Giannis says, "Yes, it is like that here." Asks if anyone has ever escaped from jail. He says that till date no one from here. Run and don't even think about running away. If you try, you will die in this jail. There are many prisoners who are different. Countries in which criminals, and these days there are serial killers too. Passes by, and the actor passes by Nush. Shows a way and says that this. There is a way to escape, and I have been waiting for a long time. I was looking for a partner like you, who has courage and can run away from here. Giannis says, "Where will we go?" On one side is the Soviet Union, and on the other is the Germans. Then he says that we should go towards the north. Can and cross the border to Mongolia. We'll reach, but we have to finish the winter. We'll have to wait for it to happen if we are here. Even when we went out, we got cold outside. We'll go and we will also get lots of food. We'll have to collect because the journey is very long. Mongolia is several thousand kilometers away from here. There is all this wood cutting here on this prison. They work. They go to the forest to collect wood. Once, when they are returning, very strong icy winds start blowing. It is so cold that because of those winds, 3 or 4 people die right there. There is an old man named Mr. Smith. He says, "We should go toward the forest, otherwise we will die." But the in-charge says, "No, we must stay here. We cannot go into the forest," because he knows that prisoners can escape through the forest. Mr. Smith does not listen to him and starts walking toward the forest. Then the in-charge says to Mr. Smith, "Stop, or I will shoot you." But Mr. Smith does not stop, because he knows that if they stay there, they will die. After this, the in-charge says, "All right, everyone go to the forest," and they all go toward the forest. In this way, all of their lives are saved. The next day, they are called and made to stand in a line. An officer comes and calls Mr. Smith and says, "They are sending us to the mines." While they are working there, Janusz starts having hallucinations. He sees his home, and outside the house there is a stone, under which there is a key. He lifts the stone, takes out the key, and goes inside the house. At that moment, there is a guard who is about to shoot Janusz, but Mr. Smith arrives there and saves him. Mr. Smith says, "Janusz, have you gone mad? That guard could have shot you." Janusz says, "I cannot stay here. I must leave. I know an actor who has a plan." Mr. Smith says, "He is a liar. When I was new here, he told me the same thing. But I am ready to go with you." Janusz asks, "Why are you ready to come with me?" He replies, "Because I know your weakness." Janusz asks, "What?" He says, "Your humanity." Actually, this old man is the same man from the beginning. When food fell from his hand, and another old man tried to take it, he pressed it with his foot. Then Janusz gave his own food to the other old man. That is why he knows that if he gets injured or sick, Janusz will help him. Slowly, 7 people gather who want to escape. Among them are Janusz, Mr. Smith, a criminal, an artist, an actor, one man who cannot see at night, and one more man. So there are a total of 7 people who want to escape. One day, very strong winds are blowing. Janusz says, "Tonight is the best chance to escape, because when we move forward, our footprints will disappear on their own, and the guards will not know which direction we went." That night, they shut down the generator. The generator can only be shut down for 10 minutes. In these 10 minutes, they cut the iron wires, and all 7 escape. When the guards find out, they try to chase them, but the winds are very strong, so the guards cannot see anything. The winds are so strong that they cannot see anything ahead. Walking all night, by morning they get very far away from the Siberian prison. There, the snow is so deep that it becomes very difficult for the guards to reach that place. Then they stop and check what food they have. They have only a few weeks of rations, and their journey is very long. Mr. Smith tells Janusz, "You did not do right by trusting this criminal. He is very cruel. In prison, he killed a man just because he wanted his sweater." Janusz replies, "He has a knife, and we will need his knife." Then they continue moving forward. Janusz uses the shadows to guide them. They have to go north to cross the Siberian border and then reach Mongolia, which is very far from here. As night approaches, they all sit in one place. They say, "We need food, otherwise we won't be able to walk." One of them says, "I can set traps and catch animals." Janusz says, "We must keep moving. We cannot spend so much time in one place." They all go to collect wood. One of them, who cannot see at night, gets lost while bringing wood. In the morning, they see that man sitting not far from them, frozen to death. They bury him there and decide the next path. They have been walking for many days now. The icy plains are left behind, and they are moving forward through the jungle. They are all hungry and weak, and now they feel that they will not survive. According to the plan, they should have reached the lake 1 week earlier, but they are still very far from it. One day, while they are sleeping, they hear sounds of animals. When they go toward the sounds, they see that wolves have hunted something. They run there, scare away the wolves, and eat the prey like animals, because they are extremely hungry, and if they do not eat, they will die. After this, Janusz decides that he will go alone to find the way, because everyone else cannot walk. They do not have enough strength. He faces many difficulties during the journey. He is hungry and weak, and the road ahead is very long, but Janusz keeps walking. While walking, he is now on the verge of dying, and once again he starts having hallucinations. He again sees his home, and that same stone under which the key is hidden. But somehow, he manages to reach his friends, and he tells them that 3 days' journey from here there is a lake where they have to reach. As soon as he says this, he faints. By morning, when Janusz's health improves, they decide the next part of the journey. Now, when they are heading toward the lake, they feel that someone is following them. When they catch that person, they see that it is a girl. She says, "I am running away from the Russians." She wants to go with them. They see that an animal is stuck in the marsh. They kill that animal. Now they include her in their group. After this, they eat a lot of food and sleep peacefully at night, because after many weeks they have eaten a full meal. The next day, they continue their journey. After a few days, they reach the Mongolian border. Until now, they have had to endure many hardships during the journey. When they cross the border and reach Mongolia, they see Stalin's photo displayed at the gate. Then they realize that the same people they were running from have reached here as well. Even here, their rule exists. So they move forward from there. Now they decide that first they will go to China, from China to Tibet, and then to India, because they know that in India the British rule exists and they will be safe there. By now, they have been walking on foot for many months and have already covered 5,500 kilometers. Now they want to go to India, but the journey to India is not easy, because to reach India they will have to cross the Himalayan mountains, which is a very big challenge. After this, they start moving toward India. On the journey to India, they will have to face sunlight, thirst, heat, and a vast desert. By now, their condition has become very bad while walking during the journey. In front of them lies a huge desert, and there they have to face desert storms. The girl with them once again faints and falls, and she dies during the journey. They make a grave for her there and bury her, then decide the next path and move forward. Now it is 5 o'clock, and no one is in a condition to move forward. But unwillingly, they all have to continue, because if they stop, they will die. After walking a few more kilometers, one more person faints and dies. Now only 4 of them are left. They are extremely exhausted. They have nothing to eat and nothing to drink. The journey ahead is still very long. They need food and water because they have become very weak and no longer have the courage to move forward. After walking a few more kilometers, they reach the part of the desert where the desert is ending and mountains can be seen a short distance ahead. This means the desert is about to end. But by then, Mr. Smith's condition has become very bad. and he also faints and falls to the ground. By night, Mr. Smith and Janusz reach there as well. All four of them sleep there in the desert at night. Their condition is extremely bad because they have not eaten anything for many days. When morning comes, one of them sees a snake crawling over his leg. He notices it and tries to catch it because it is food and they desperately need energy. While following the snake, he sees that water is flowing out of a rock. After seeing this, he becomes extremely happy because all of them are very thirsty. He calls everyone. All of them lick water from the rock and drink it, and they also give water to Mr. Smith. After that, they catch the snake as well. After drinking water and eating the snake, some life returns to them. At night, Janusz comes to Mr. Smith. Janusz says, "I knew that your son was killed by the Russians." Janusz asks Mr. Smith, "I know his name. May I say his name, David?" Mr. Smith says, "By taking his name, do you want to awaken the desire to live inside me? But life is a punishment, and death is freedom." Janusz asks him, "Then why did you not kill yourself?" Mr. Smith replies, "I was punishing myself by staying alive. I brought my son with me to Russia. The Russians captured us and forced my son to testify against me. When he testified against me under compulsion, they killed my son, just like they forced your wife to testify against you." Janusz says, "My wife is alive. I know she is not dead, and I do not want her to live in regret like you. That is why I want to meet her. And I know that because she testified against me, she must consider herself guilty, just like you do. That is why I want to meet her at any cost." The next morning, the four of them leave from there. After walking several hundred kilometers, they reach the Great Wall of China. But they cannot stay in China because a war is going on between China and Japan. Therefore, they start moving toward Tibet. Once again, huge snowy mountains appear in front of them. Mr. Smith says, "I will go to China. I have learned that a U.S. military program is active there, and they can send me to China, and from there I will go directly to America." Mr. Smith is an American, which is why he wants to go to America. That night, they sleep there. The next morning, Janusz and his two companions leave, and Mr. Smith stays there. After crossing many mountains, they finally reach India. In India, they are welcomed very warmly. To reach India, they had to travel 6,400 kilometers. In India, everyone's journey ends, but not Janusz's. Poland had still not become independent. It was still under communists. For the next 50 years, Janusz did not return to his country. When Poland became independent in 1989, Janusz went to his home. At the end of the story, we are shown the same scene that was shown at the beginning. There is a stone, and under the stone there is a key. Janusz opens the gate with that key. By this time, Janusz has grown old. He goes inside, and his wife is there. After this, both of them hug each other and cry intensely. With this, the story ends. This entire story is from 1939, when World War II was going on. I hope you liked this video. If you liked this video, then please like it. And to watch more such videos, please subscribe to our channel.